my first reading with the Harmonious Tarot by Lo Scarabeo. And you can see this whole reading on Patreon. So it seems like you are dating somebody, and this person is very interesting and you like them a lot. But I feel like you might be having a problem with keeping them around or wanting to keep them around. I feel like you may not be talking to them as much as you could be, and that you may be even considering leaving them alone, even though they are a reasonable person and a reasonable match. And I think this is because you're kind of hung up on some sort of an ex, somebody in your past that can sometimes return to you. There's this person and you met them and you may hear from them every now and then. And this person from your past is someone that you really appreciated and liked a lot, and they brought out a lot of good in you. But I think that them leaving you and the situation resolving is something that can help you in the future, because I think you wanting this person back is kind of preventing you from hanging out with all of these cool new people and accepting this new love. And so I think that you have to know that this person that you are attached to from your past has moved on, and that I think that this person is, they may be seeing other people, and if they come back, it's never for a consistent thing. It's always, they're always coming and going, mostly going. And I think eventually that situation completes, though I want to tell you a little bit more about it. And so I think that, you finding out and getting your clear sign that this person is no good for you is going to be a great opportunity for you. It says you find out basically that they're a piece of shit, but then once you do, things begin to change in your favor. And I think it's like a clog that gets removed. And I just think it's important for you to know that this person is not committed to you. They're not the one that you can really take home and be convinced that they're only yours. I think they split their affections, and this is just not a good situation for you to attach to, because I think this person is always kind of betraying your heart. And so even though this person does have this tendency to reappear at times, I do think that eventually the situation does end and you do find a completion for it. And you see, up here, it says that you're worried about being worried all the time and wanting this person to return and being swept away in this madness that I like to call attachment. I think you kind of fear this attachment and you're expecting that you're just going to be stuck on this person from your past, and it's going to be really hard for you to move on and meet new people. And so I think you have to get out there and you need to get some space from this person. And I feel like you're still attached to them, and there may be a physical connection that you need to get out of your system. And so there may be a physical thing that ties you to this person, and so you need to get some distance from this person. And I see that the distance, though, brings you a lot of depression and not knowing what's going on with this person. The moon, you just are. It's just like totally unclear, and it brings a lot of moodiness and depression. But I do think you get your answer. And again, it's reflected here where you find out they are like, it's the thief. So it's kind of like a piece of shit move. And then once you get your answer, you're like, okay, I can move on and get better. And you get the temperance. And I mean, still you miss the person, and and it's too bad, because when you miss them, you get that message from them and you're like, oh, they're back. But then, that message is hopeful, but then they like leave again and you guys have this argument and it falls apart and you're like, oh, why did I fall for it again? I can't trust this person. And so you have to continue to get to this point where you understand that they are no good for you, and you get that sign. And when you get that sign, you're like, you know what? I can move on from this person. And the next time they come back, it's faster and I don't get caught up, and I know that something better is coming for me in the future. And so I think that this situation does eventually fall out of place, and it's kind of a bummer. But I think this reading is really, kind of indicating that you need to lose this person in order to get this fulfilling relationship, in order to start with somebody who is nice to you and who returns your affections on a consistent basis. Because right now you're just waiting for this affection to be returned on an inconsistent basis, and you're depressed just waiting for it to, drop in whenever it feels like. And so you have to kind of detach from that and get that message that this person is a piece of shit and that you don't want them anymore. And then once you're able to get to that place where you can really firmly move past this person, then I think this new relationship fills that place, and you are now in the presence of somebody else who gives you a lot more of what you're looking for. So I hope this helps. And I would say, like the only other information that I want to give from this reading is that there may be a physical relationship coming for you. The number is 3, so it could be 3 weeks, 3 months. There's a lot of threes. So I feel like you might be meeting somebody, but it looks like it's a physical situation. So I don't know if it turns into emotional. That's material for another reading. All right, you guys. Thanks so much for joining me. And if you enjoyed this reading, let me know in the comments. Bye bye.